I'm majorly gonna regret this one, but that's never stopped me before. Not off to a great start here. Friends and fellow Aussians, I am gonna go to Erewhon, which if you don't know is the most expensive grocery store I think in the world. Maybe in the universe. I don't know, I haven't checked any of the other planets, and they have a coffee bar there with some weird bougie things that are also very expensive. So I'm gonna go try and see what all the hype is about, if it's good, if it's worth it, and we're gonna see if I can survive it, because little bites of food in a video don't really send me too far over the edge, but lots of sips of coffee could send me to the hospital. So let's go acquire the goods and pray for me in the meantime. I'm back and the damage is mighty for coffee. Let's just put it that way. I spent $121.90. There is a tip in there because I'm not a monster. Okay, let's start with something that I would absolutely just order myself. It is the scratched ice vanilla latte. It's basically like a vanilla latte with house-made organic Tahitian vanilla syrup, espresso, and milk. I got whole milk because I'm a whole milk girl. I was raised on that Get Milk campaign. I like a thick milk. I like it thick. Erewhon to me is a place I don't frequent, but it's kind of like shopping at Nordstrom. I don't frequent there, but when I go, it's always just a fun time to see what all the fuss is about. You know, you probably don't spend too much money, but you like to browse and look around. That's kind of like what Erewhon is to me, but in grocery store form. Cheers. Very good. Very good. It tastes like a fancy Beverly Hills latte. It's smooth, it's fresh. The vanilla does taste homemade. It doesn't taste like something that you got off Amazon. Next, we have the iced Americano regular with a dairy cream top. Apparently you can get a cream top to any drink. After coming from the sweet, delicious vanilla latte to the very not sweet ice thing, it's actually good. It's just a shock to the taste buds. Very smooth, but not sweet. And there are people who just like a solid latte without a bunch of sugar. My husband is one of those people. Can I tell you something wild? This is a cup of raw almond milk, and this is a cup of raw coconut milk. Whatever. The guy's like, you really should try it. And I'm like, sure, that's fine. He says, but I'm just gonna give it to you. But by the way, they're kind of pricey. And I'm like, well, I'm in Erewhon. What do you expect? And he said, no, you don't understand. If you bought a latte and it was like $6, but you wanted it with almond milk or raw coconut milk, house-made, it would be an additional $7. So like $14 for a latte if you wanted it with their house-made raw coconut milk or their house-made raw almond milk. Let's see if it's worth it. Ooh, that is a velvet dream. It's like cashmere on your tongue. It tastes like money. I mean, not exactly like money. Money probably is pretty disgusting if you licked it, but smooth. Oh my gosh. A buttery, oh my gosh. I would do a lot of things for this raw coconut milk, and I don't even really like coconut milk very much. I understand the hype. I understand the pricing. I wonder what it takes to make this. I'm really curious. All right, let's try the raw almond milk. I'm just gonna tell you right now, I hate almond milk. I used to drink it a lot, and I forced it upon myself because I thought it was quote unquote healthier for me, and then I just got to a point where I couldn't take it anymore, you know? And when life gets really hard, sometimes you're like, screw the almond milk. I'm just trying to survive out here. I'm gonna try it for you. Cheers. It tastes like painful. I taste pain. I'm still recovering from my sickness that I got in November, and this isn't helping. Y'all, that tastes like, oh my gosh, what is it? Okay, I know. The medicine that they give you in the hospital, it's white, it's chalky. I want to say they give it to you for like diarrhea or something, milk of something, magnesium. I would not pay $7 for that. I would pay $7 for someone to never let me have this again. Let me say one thing about it that I do like, because I can see the silver lining. The almond milk is fresh. It's probably the freshest, most naturally made almond milk of all time. So I feel like if you're into this kind of thing, I can't relate, but you might like this. All right, let's get into the hottie toddies. Although I wish there was a hottie toddy in here, that would be amazing. No, this is just a matcha green tea latte. And when I say just, a good matcha can rock your world. Aren't these sexy cups? I feel so luxurious holding it. Like I should be driving like a really expensive BMW sports car with this. It just is a vibe. Cheers. Ooh, very fresh, very light. Matcha can be strong and granular and textured in a weird way. This is delicate, fresh, not over the top, but just enough to feel like there's a little something there. I would pay $6. Honestly, all things considered, you guys, LA has the most ridiculously priced coffees. I've paid ridiculous prices for coffees against my will. Not really. I usually choose the place that I get coffees from, but into it. Matt's gonna love that one. He's gonna be annoyed that I drank out of it because, like I said, I've been sick and he's been avoiding me like the plague. We haven't really slept together in like 6 months. I know that sounds weird, but it's not weird. Matt had a bunch of surgeries in June and he's still technically recovering from them. So he started sleeping separately from me just so he wouldn't disturb me at night. And then we started sleeping together again in the same bed. And then I got super sick and he was like, "Get away from me, you hexed creature." And he slept in the next bed. So I haven't even like slept in bed with my husband in 6 months. I feel like I should be telling a therapist this, not on the internet. It's okay, we love each other still. It's all good. But one thing that I did figure out though, this is a tangent. If you're new here, subscribe. I promise I don't tangent too much. But I haven't been able to sleep through the night in like 3 or 4 years. And it was driving me really crazy. And Matt would always be like, "I think you really need to go see someone. You have some problems sleeping." I even did a video on my channel trying to figure out how I could get better sleep, okay? It was awful, tormenting, okay? When Matt and I started sleeping separately, I started sleeping all the way through the night. And I thought to myself, what is this miraculous undoing of horrible sleep? Come to find out, when Matt started to sleep with me in bed again, I couldn't sleep again. And I'm like, what is going on? Come to find out, Matt has sleep apnea and his little the breathing throughout the night wakes me up and I don't even realize it. So he's been torturing me for years. So now I'm like, I don't know, maybe we should sleep separately. Maybe that's the best thing and the healthiest thing for our relationship and for my well-being. This is the hot chocolate. I wanted to get an option that wasn't caffeine because I know some people don't like or do caffeine. I don't know any of those people, but I'm sure you exist. I love hot chocolate this time of year. Ugh. Okay, it is not sweet at all. Like not a little ounce or a touch or a kiss of sweetness. You like dark chocolate, you'll like this. I need sweet. I need vanilla, I need some syrup, I need some sugar on sugar whipped cream. I need it, and this is just a good foundation that could be so much more. I did a video on my channel where I tested all the hot chocolates from the grocery store, and once you do that, any other hot chocolate kind of pales in comparison because I know what all the best ones are. This feels like a rich person's hot chocolate. Although I feel like Williams-Sonoma would sell a hot chocolate that surpasses this exponentially. It's just a dark chocolate. It could be so much more. $4, not too bad. I feel like I paid more at the LA Zoo for hot chocolate. What do we have? We have the Matcha Americano Regular. Here's Matt. Are you fishing for snacks? What's going on?
I am finalizing groceries.
Oh, I'm not gonna be here this week. I'm gonna tell you something amazing.
What is it?
It's raw coconut milk. It's like amazing. I know.
How coconut milk actually tastes?
I don't know. I've never had anything like it before. I know, this is sick. I was like, oh my gosh, I want a whole bottle of that. Let's move into the iced matcha Americano. She is a looker. I hope she tastes as delicious as she looks because she's stunning. It just is very healthy. It's very healthy. This is like not a treat. It's not something that I'm gonna think about every day for the rest of my life and crave. But it is, if you like iced matcha, again, I think their matcha is really good. They do a really good job of getting it mixed perfectly. It's very healthy. It's healthy! I don't know if you're into that kind of thing here in 2025. 'Tis the season of health. Next is the activated matcha latte, which has vanilla collagen cream in it. This has gynostemati. Sounds like something you catch. Raw almond milk, can't wait. Ghee, MCT oil, collagen, and reishi matcha. Okay, I've never had ghee coffee before. I knew it was like olive craze, but I just could not get over the fact that I was drinking butter. So I guess there's the first time for everything. And people swear by it. So although it has like a little bit of crusty butter on top, it's kind of weird to drink butter, you know? I mean, I love it from the South. Butter is an extracurricular activity, you know? Cheers. What just happened to me? I feel so strange. I like the vanilla flavor in there. Something weird. Maybe it's the MCT oil that I'm not gonna have another sip of it. I'm trying hard to say something nice. I know people really like it, but I can't. It's just not for me. It's for someone. Let's talk about the iced activated coffee. This also has vanilla collagen creamer in it. Stir up. I don't know, maybe I don't like the collagen creamer. I don't know if I like collagen. That's why I look so haggard. My body's like, give us collagen, please. And I'm like, not really my flavor. I also don't like a lot of protein flavor, like whey protein. I don't like the way stevia tastes, generally speaking. So it has some of that essence to it, and I don't think I would like this one again. We were starting off pretty good, and now we're kind of reaching a plateau. Oh no, I just spat out of my car. Can't take myself anywhere. Let's talk about this girl. She looks delicious. She's gonna redeem me. Please redeem me. This is the scratched ice mocha with house-made organic chocolate ganache, espresso, and milk. And after that hot chocolate, I'm a little wary of the chocolate. I can feel the dairy rising up in my immune system. I'm still coughing. Why? 6 weeks later. Here we go. Oh, I kind of like that. It isn't sweet, but the chocolate in this form with the espresso has like a velvety texture to it, and I really like the texture. This is a great, like, I'm not into super sweet coffee, but I like coffee option. I like this. Ooh, I really like this. Wow, this tastes very expensive, very fancy, fresh. Oh, this is exceptional. 10 out of 10. Not sweet, but fresh and unique tasting. It's very good. That chocolate in here, oh, so good. So much better. I needed that win. All right, this is the cold brew. I got it without anything in it. Cheers. That's good. Well, that's potent. If you like potent cold brew, gasolina, very strong, very, woo, this is gonna get you through the hardest day of your life. This and a heating pad. Those two things are all I need to get through the hardest day of my life. I make my own cold brew at home, and I had to stop making it because it was so strong that I felt like my intestinal tract was falling out of my body. I was like, I think I'm destroying my body from the inside out. So I stopped making my own cold brew because I went big with it, okay? This is on par with that. This is on par with that. Let's talk about coffee, baby. This is the cappuccino, which is a classic. Cappuccinos are just universally good. I don't usually drink them unless I'm in Europe. It just feels right in Italy, you know, which I don't really go to Europe very much. I say that like, I have this bad habit. Cheers to the cappuccino. Yum. Very good. Very classic. It's strong. It is strong, but I like that about it. Because when have you ever wanted a weak coffee? Never. Okay, let's talk about the cafe latte regular. This is just a regular hot latte. This is really testing the flavor and the bounciness. I don't think you use that word to describe espresso, but of their espresso. Cheers. I'm covered in milk like a toddler. Kind of standard, nothing exciting. I feel like if I'm gonna spend $6 or $7 on a coffee in the world, I want it to be a thrill. I can drink boring, okay, like very standard coffee at home, you know. If I ever become a millionaire, you probably will never know, but you'll know by the fact that I have special coffees in my hand every day. Like some people want to buy Lamborghinis, some people want to buy houses all across the world. I just want to be rich so I can buy a specialty coffee every single day of my life. Is that too much to ask? How much money does one have to make in order to live that life? Because I want to put that on my vision board. Actually, that and owning a farm full of dogs. Those are my two you'll know I'm rich when moment. We are narrowing this list down. We are narrowing. What is this? No milk. How does that make sense? What is this? Okay, so I got a cafe macchiato and it says no milk. Do macchiatos not have milk in them? It's just a shot of espresso, I think. It's just a shot of espresso. Well, you know what? Now's the perfect time to try the coconut milk. The moment I've been waiting for. Oh my gosh, I'm actually kind of excited that this mistake happened because, oh, I'm excited. Okay, I don't know if I like it. I love the coconut milk by itself. I feel like mixing it with the espresso, too many strong flavors competing for the center of attention. I think if you want to spend $7 on the coconut milk, do it. Don't mix it with the espresso because it's, I don't know, it's like two only children getting married. It's just gonna be hard for them. It's gonna be hard. Oh, no, I don't think so. Aw, that's such a bummer. I was expecting high things. What's next? What's next? The Americano. I used to drink these pretty much exclusively back when I worked at Clever. Iced Americanos were like my go-to. I don't know why. They're not really that unique. But let's see how Erewhon's tastes. Good. Fine. I feel like I could brew this at home. Nothing to write home about. Has anybody ever written home about anything? Like, actually? I did one time at camp and I basically said, get me the hell out of here. Or send me chocolate chip cookies. That was literally a letter I wrote to my grandmother. You have two options. All right, what is she? Well, we don't know, but we're gonna sip her anyway. I don't know, and I don't think I want to know. It's just, that one's not, it's just not. That's not it. It's not the number one. This is the Cortado, which I tried pretty much every coffee on a local coffee shop's list. And I loved the Cortado. I didn't even know what a Cortado was until I did that video. So I learned things too on this channel. It's not just about me indulging in all the things I'm excited about. There's learning opportunities here. Cheers. I feel like of all the espresso drinks, I like the Cortado the best. I don't know, it just feels a little more elevated and less basic. Pretty good. Their espresso is nice. It's strong. It almost hits bitter. It's not bitter, but it almost hits. And it has like such a creamy velvety texture to it that really comes to life in a lot of these drinks. I have to wrap this up quickly because my digestive system has awakened like a dragon from a long slumber. I gotta go. I would say this is fun based on how ready I am for the day. Let me know if you would pay $14 for a coconut milk latte and how much money is too much money for a specialty coffee. Like, where do you go? Absolutely not. To me, the threshold keeps rising with inflation, and pretty soon, like if you told me $1 million for a latte, I'd be like, well, I mean, every once in a while. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button and also leave me a comment. Let me know if you're new. I'd love to say hi to you down below. 'Tis the season of the flu. Wash your hands, use your sanitizers, and enjoy creating your 2025 mood boards. I love you so much, and we'll see you, I think, a lot more in 2025.